You join us for an amateur tournament here at the Forest Downs Golf Club in England. And we're about to get underway with a stroke play competition. We've had quite a dry spell recently. This will make the greens a little bit quick. Well, it's quite breezy down here. Player one must be embarrassed by that last shot. Now you can see the next shot is very tricky. The ball's landed in thick rough. Well, that's a bad shot, an awful shot. Player one to slice that badly. Oh no, that's out of bounds. That shot will have to be retaken. Oh no, 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 that's a wicked hook. It's landed in heavy rough. Oh. That ball's deep in the rough. Well, no words of mine can sum up that shot. That's what happens if a shot is hurried and not thought through. That ball's in the water. Well, that must have been a miss hit. I can't believe that was meant to happen. It's in the water. Now, come on, lads, this is golf, not water polo. Well, it looks as if the ball is on top of the rough, so this may not be all that difficult. If anyone said this hole was easy, well, they're sorely mistaken. Well, it looks as if the ball's just rolled into the sand. It could be possible to flick that one off the top. Well, it was in a bad place, but he didn't make a good fist of that. Surely a miss-hit. It's landed in the rough. Well, it could have been better, but then I suppose from that position it could have been a lot worse. Let's see how this position is handled. That ball's through the green. Well, 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 what an interesting shot. That's an awkward position. Tough rough. That was a good shot. Oh, that's in the rough. Well, what can I say? When in doubt, say no. Well, that looked a very poor attempt. When you're in rough like that, cut your losses, play out sideways, try and get back on the fairway as soon as possible. Well, a very mediocre putt to say the least. Good attempt, but it didn't disappear. Oscar Vasquez has finished this hole level par. Oh, it stopped just inches from the hole. Bad luck. A pretty poor performance. Player one has finished this hole well over par. Let's go to the leaderboard and take a look at the current scores. Is in front at this stage by 3 strokes. That ball's deep in the rough. Of all the places for the ball to land, I bet they wish it hadn't landed there. Oh dear, dear, that was a poor drive. Oh, no, 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 it's in the water. Well done, well done. That cleared the rough. Simple but effective. It's landed in the rough. Oh, what a shame. No accuracy there. Well, it looked for a moment as if that ball might have been lost in the undergrowth. And that's a good shot to getting out of there. That rough was pretty tough. It's just missed the hole. What a superb shot. Oscar Vasquez has finished this hole 1 under par. Well, the green needs cutting. Seems to have grown while we're waiting for this hole to be finished off. Player 1 has finished his hole with a double bogey. The leaderboard looks like this. Lance Pearson is in front at this stage by 3 strokes. That ball's come to rest nicely on the fairway. They'll be pleased with that. A good day's work. We don't see drives often of that caliber. Ball safely on the green. Must continue to play like that to stay in with a chance. Well, that's a beautiful shot onto the green. Well, what a position. They couldn't have asked for a better lie. Well, misjudged pace, left it short. Close, very close, but not the final drop. Well, it looked as if it was going in. Oscar Vasquez has finished this hole level par. I just don't believe that. Well, that was an okay putt. Not too bright, but not disastrous. Player 1 has finished this hole with a bogey. Let's take another look at the leaderboard. Lance Pearson is in front at this stage by 3 strokes. That ball's on the fairway. Perfect position for the next shot. Oh, no, no, no. That's a wicked hook. That's in the rough. Player 1 must be despairing after that very average shot. Well, that's a serious misjudgment. Oh, that ball may have buried itself. Now, how on earth did that happen? That was a very confident shot. Great technique. Ball's come to rest on the green. Showed a lot of guts with that last shot. Well, I think that shot was down to lack of concentration. The ball's landed in thick rough. Must stay calm. The next shot's not easy. Oh no, that's landed in a trap. A golfer's life doesn't get any easier, especially when you play shots like that. Well, superb. What more can you say? If only all bunker shots could be played like that. You wouldn't mind landing in them, would you? Everything was right there. The result speaks for itself. Oscar Vasquez has finished this hole with a birdie. Ah dear, another good opportunity missed. Finally got it in, quite a miracle. Player 1 has finished this hole 3 over par. Lance Pearson is in front at this stage by 3 strokes. Okay, on the fairway. The next shot is quite simple, I fancy. Needs a bit more accuracy. Back to the driving range. It's landed in the rough. That's what happens if a shot is hurried and not thought through. That shot was so sweetly struck. That's nicely on the fairway. Yes, what an excellent shot from heavy rough. What a superb shot. Ball's on the fairway. What a great shot. Player 1 has really hooked that ball. That ball's deep in the rough. If anyone said this hole was easy, well, they're sorely mistaken. Oh, what quality! The ball's ended up on the green. Took Well, that was a pretty good effort. It's never easy playing out of that sort of rough. Well, close, but not close enough. It's just missed the hole. And it's in. Player 1 has finished this hole with a bogey. Oscar Vasquez has finished this hole level par. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Lance Pearson is in front at this stage by 3 strokes.